even our political representative organizations are set up or structured as nonprofit corporations and employ volunteers in many different ways.
The problem we have is the demographics in Winnipeg are not taking that serious. I heard many speakers talk about this morning, but one thing is talk about, the other thing is be serious about doing.
Clearly a challenge for the sector, in my view, and this has been confirmed over and over again from the research that we've done, is the need for more effective recruitment at all levels of voluntary sector organizations. There's no question that visible minorities, Aboriginal persons, and youth, as confirmed in our study, are vastly underrepresented at all levels of voluntary sector organizations. So if we could collectively strategize about how to improve that recruitment, that would make a dramatic difference in the future of the sector.
What we can do is bring that diversity together, learn about that difference, recognize it and see it as a value, not as a barrier, and then focus on our common ground. And by doing that, we can share resources, we can link up different groups together, and mobilize for particular objectives from different parts of the labor movement to pursue different purposes. I think without that ability to be organized, our labor movement wouldn't be half as effective as we are now.
Structure can destroy volunteers faster than anything else. The only other thing that can destroy them is lack of funds. And unfortunately, to get funds, you have to have structure. But with the structure, I have no volunteers. So where do I go?
We have, over the years, been heavily burdened with more regulations and more red tape each time and each year that we hold any of our fundraisers. One of the reasons we came to these meetings and started 2 years ago with the one-day seminars and workshops was to find a way in which we can become less burdened by government regulations. In getting new regulations every year, that takes out of our pocket more money that we can put back into the community.
But I'm also very concerned with the funding, the recognition, and the leadership, because I feel we are in a crisis.
Young people do not think of going into this sector as a career choice, as a career option. And I know in fundraising, I love what I do, and I speak very enthusiastically about it to young people. And it's something it never occurred to them. They don't realize that it's a real career opportunity.
I can say that my experience with young people specifically is that the programs have to focus on issues. If you're not focusing on an issue, it's difficult to get young people enthusiastic. That's where I find the most enthusiasm when I'm working on a program, is when I can explain how it impacts people and how the young people can get involved. And that's the second point, is you've got to involve young people in the process.
The common themes, I think we know, the failure perhaps to engage young people, the need for greater inclusiveness in the way in which our organizations are put together, and the way in which the different parts of the province and the larger provincial community are involved in our activities. The sense of crisis, the sense that the world, in all its dimensions, I suppose, is going through tremendous changes, and changes we don't quite understand and so on, but that these are challenges and they can be dealt with, and that there are within ourselves resources that we can make use of.